Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens, episode 156. Today is
Ooh.
Sunday, September 8th, and this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans and restarting my computer because I couldn't hear anything when I first logged on. And it's important to be able to hear the person you're filming with so you can react to what they're saying.
Sometimes that does
Yeah.
make sense. So, welcome to our video. If you are new here, we hope you find something that you like and that you hit like and subscribe. And if you are
Mhm.
returning, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello, hello, hello.
Obviously, it's been working to ask some questions because we have gotten responses. So,
Yes, for sure.
and that's fun to check on
Yes.
everything. So how are you this week?
Oh, I'm good this week. I forgot to mention during our Stitch with Us last week that my little baby cut two teeth last weekend, and so we're surviving. Actually, he's not as fussy as the other one was whenever his teeth came in, so that's good. We're leaning right into fall and did a bunch of outside activities yesterday, so we're just really enjoying ourselves. How about you? What's new with you?
Well, I'm surviving school, which is a big thing. And we can tell there's a lot of some sort of illness going around. One class was down to about 8 students the other day.
Oh, geez.
So, yeah, I just keep thinking, no, I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to make sure, all the things.
Yes.
So, and then I took Friday off to try and get my license renewed. Oh my gosh, what a headache.
Mhm.
We're not going to go into it because it makes me angry. But
Yeah.
after that, I went with my two kids to a couple of apple orchards and
Mhm.
we got all sorts of things and got to do a taste test of their two apple ciders, and they were different, even though
Mhm.
they're within just a couple of miles of each other. It was interesting to see that. And then we went to Trader Joe's. If you don't
Yes.
have a Trader Joe's near you, you don't know what you're missing out on. It's just a fun grocery store that changes its stock regularly. And right
Mhm.
now, it's all things pumpkin spice and maple, and a few little apple things are starting to come in. So my house has been invaded by pumpkin things. How about your
Yes.
house, Keisha?
I was going to say I'm the beneficiary of some of this shopping. I got a message from Laura that said, Katie has bought all of the pumpkin things. Do you like pumpkin cheesecake? I'm like, of course I like pumpkin cheesecake. So it was 9 o'clock last night. You're like,
Mhm.
we're here. I come out with a sleeping baby. I sit in your car and chit chat with you for a little bit. I leave with half a pumpkin cheesecake, which my husband and I ate part of as soon as we got all of the boys asleep. Just sat in our living room in silence and ate pumpkin cheesecake.
Yeah, just don't tell the boys there's pumpkin
No.
cheesecake. So, but it was fun, and um it's always fun to go shop at Trader Joe's. It's sometimes kind of a crazy busy mess, but we made it and it was fine.
Fun.
So, are you ready to talk some stitching?
I am. I am.
I have a finish. I didn't ask you.
Yes. I don't have any finishes.
Okay. So we know what my finish is because I talked about it. My finish is Lamb Mini Bag by Shepherd's Bush with an It's So Emma
Oh,
bag.
so
And I
cute.
did go to the cross stitch shop and get buttons. I'm pretty sure that's the button they called for. I didn't see one that was more these colors. These are not the color that was called for. They called for a pale purple and they only had
Mhm.
one. So I thought, I don't care. I'm doing yellow.
Yeah, I like the yellow. I think it's
Me
fun.
too. I could have done pink, but that just wasn't what I wanted to do. So
Yeah, I think it's cute.
that's I didn't look this up. That is finish. I have my glasses on too, so I'll never be able to see. I know that's counterintuitive, right?
All right.
That is finish number 22 for the year.
22. Wow.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a little behind where I normally am at this point, but that's okay
You
because
finished one a month, which is your goal.
yes, and I've done a little different approach to stitching. Like this month, I am touching a whole bunch of projects. So it will be probably be a stretch to figure out what I'm finishing this month because nothing that I've worked on this week is going to get finished this month.
Right, right.
So, and the project I want to finish is somewhere in that big bookcase over there, and we're still in the middle of renovations and it is impossible to get to anything. I have a dining room table living in my living room.
Yeah,
So it's
hard to
it's
get through that.
crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my finish and I'm excited about it. It was
Oh, yeah. Great.
things that I found out. My arthritis bothers me from time to time, and it bothers me all the time, but it really bothers me from time to time. And the while the big bag was fine for me to stitch on, the little bag really kind of hurt my hands. um
Mhm,
I just didn't have enough space to get, you can see, I just didn't have enough space to get my hand in there. There's only
mhm.
this much between that edge and the bottom, and
Right.
it was just hard to get in there and work on it.
Mhm.
So I don't know if I'll do any more of the mini bags. I like it, it's really cute.
Yeah,
And
it is.
actually I don't know if I'll do any more of the bags. I don't know how many of those I want or need. And
Right, right.
so, but that's okay. I had the experience and that's fine. I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
you've
So
done it. You have a couple of them. So
so, are we ready? I didn't ask you this. Did you get any stash this week?
I did not. Well, I purchased things, but they aren't here yet. So I'll have stash maybe next time to show.
Okay. I don't have any to show either. So I
All
think
right.
that takes us up to whips already. This may be
All
the
right.
world's shortest video,
Could be. All right.
although we both have four
Four
whips.
whips. So strap in for these. My first whip that I'm going to show you is Evening Stroll from Autumn Lane Stitchery. This was a kit that came in their last Halloween box. Uh, I have been working on this one at work during my breaks, and here's where I am on it. I
How
got quite a bit
fun.
of time. I've finished all of the black and all of the white, and now I'm starting to work on this dark brown. There are some beads in there, which is why like the skirt isn't filled in and the eyes of the ghosts, those are all beads. So um I'm really enjoying working on this. It's fun. It's a good project for a break because it's not overly complicated and it's just kind of back and forth and it's all DMC. One thing that's really nice about this is one of our friends put it into Pattern Keeper or made a file that was compatible with Pattern Keeper. So I'm able to just uh, use my tablet and figure out where all the stitches go. So that's
That
been good.
is nice when it gets changed
Mhm.
like that.
So
Okay,
that's that one.
oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
My first whip is the one that I'm working on every day, Life After Death. And I knew that I was ahead last night and we had been out visiting Keisha. So I had not started. So I did cut it a little short last night, but still got a lot in and I was still ahead of schedule for this week. And it goes this way. So I am working down in this section.
Mhm.
And this week, let's see, go a little further. This week, I finished up coming up here. I did, um, I can't get it. There are times when I'm like, I can't get it. I finished up this. I did all of this band all the way up, and I did all of this. So I got
Very
quite a bit finished. I am being stared down by a black cat who I am
cool.
sure thinks that she's going to jump right across in front of me. So be prepared.
I really like that section. You can really tell how variegated your floss is because
Yeah,
there's
there was.
some parts that are definitely a lot darker than others.
Mhm. And
It's
there
really
are,
cool.
it's really changing strand to strand, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I will say that I took my first hank. I was going to look real quick and I would be able to tell. I divided my first hank into three parts, my first hank of silk.
Mhm.
So this is roughly a third, and this is what I have left of that third.
Oh,
So
wow.
I may seriously make it with a third of a skein or a third of a hank.
Uh-huh. Cool.
So I'm doing one strand of silk on over two on 40 count antique hydrangea linen from R&R Reproductions. And I am currently stitching 305 stitches a day. This week I did over 2,600 stitches. So
Wow.
by the end of the month, I will have done over 9,000 stitches. I am Today, I should go below 16,000 stitches.
Wow.
I
So
will
great.
still have back stitching after that, but
Mhm.
if I'm able to keep up this pace, and we'll see, but if I'm able to keep up this pace, I will finish it by the end of October.
Wow. You just really keep pushing that back and back and back.
Well, I was thinking if I finish by the end of October, then I have a lot of time to do the back stitching on it.
Mhm. That's
So
true.
that's my first one.
Awesome. All right. Well, the next one I'll show you, we actually had a comment from one of our friends saying, if you're going to do sampler September, either do the river or do ABC Dinosaurs by Clouds Factory. So I'm working on one of those. This is ABC Dinosaurs by the Cloud Factory. And so this is on 36 count Arctic fox linen. It's wrinkles and all because so that's the whole thing right now. Where I worked this week is I finished Q and I'm working on R.
Looks
So
good.
thank you. My goal is to finish R by the end of the month, and it's a great big guy. So I'm hoping that I can get that done. But James is wanting me to finish R and S because T that'll go down here is the T-Rex, and he's really
Ah,
excited. So
so he's excited about that one, huh?
yes. So that this one's been really fun. I really like that one. I need to probably make it a focus piece for 2025 to get it done because it's so much fun.
Okay, my next one, it's funny, they told you to either do your dinosaurs or the river. So the one I
Mhm.
pulled out first was the river. So we did hit both of what they wanted you to work on.
Mhm.
This is by Modern Folk Embroidery. It was in a black needle box originally, and I work from the bottom up, and mine is on 36 count spearmint using the River of Light floss from Forbidden Fiber that came in the box also. And I finished going across this band, and
Mhm.
then I did this line all the way across, and I've started coming back across the top. I really, really wanted to push across the top, and I had a night. I only got to work on this 2 nights. So this I want to think this is when we had the crazy weather. But
Mm.
anyway, I'm happy with the progress I made, and I'll tell you later in plans what all of this has made my brain do.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. All right. The next thing I worked on last year's school stitch along, the Schoolhouse Rock stitch along, designed by the Black Needle Society. This is on a piece of 32 count Wapo linen from, I
Needle
just
bling?
lost Needle Bling. Sorry, I just lost it, guys. Um, And this is the called for. It's all the called for. I'm actually stitching the model that Katie will keep. So I finished the words and all of the white fill on this cloud, and I was so happy to have it.
You're going to
So
stitch this again for yourself, right?
in a couple years.
Over one, because that's,
Over
yeah.
one. No, I'm doing over one for all the camp pieces. We'll see what I do with this one. Um, but I was really excited to get across there, and now it's going to be just like all fun rainbow blocks of color, which will be nice for my weeknights after work, I think. So
Mm-hmm.
there's that one.
Awesome. Okay, my next one, I'm spending 3 days on 10 different samplers this month, along with my daily stitches on Life After Death. So my next one is the 2017 Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler. This is now Fox and Rabbit, and you can buy this pattern on Fox and Rabbit. Um, I am showing you November because I am going to stop with November. This is what it looks like with December on the bottom,
Mhm.
but I'm going to end it with just the straight band
Yeah.
because mine is glorious up here. You will see, and I want it to be the focus for all of this. I was gonna look real quick and see. I meant to do this. I'm sorry. This is on 32 count Carol's Meadow by Silkweaver, and I'm using Victorian Motto Sampler Shop threads. And okay, this is my header.
So
That's
pretty.
why I don't want anything frilly on the bottom
Hmm.
because I love that. And then I just added color
Oh,
and I am up to August. Can I even get it? Am I all in this
yeah,
screen?
you got it. You got it. Oh, it's so good.
And I have been working on getting those flowers across there. This thing is no joke. It's 205 stitches wide.
Oh,
So every band, I was thinking it was over 100 stitches. No, it's
mhm.
205 stitches wide. Each one
Wow.
of the heads of these flowers has 120 stitches.
Oh man.
And again, I'm so very close to the end that I wanted to keep going, but
Right.
I didn't because it
Ah,
was time to switch.
restraint.
Yes. And I want to say that my beautiful needle minder, oh, I'm trying to think who it's from. Um, it's from Australia. Oh my gosh, I'll think of it. I'll think of it.
Okay.
They do all sorts of really great ones. So anyway, that is my second one, and that's in my favorite Judy bag because it's the
Oh,
one that
so
she made when I said I wanted something purple.
oh yeah, she nailed it. That's perfect. Purple and green. That's you.
It's really gray and
Oh, it
not
is.
green. It was coming up
Oh,
gray, green,
it was.
huh?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can see it now. It looked like a really dark green.
So,
All right. My last one is Flying Pink Piggy from Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by Lisa Victoria. And here's what the pig looks like today. This is on just a 25 count white linen. I'm doing 1/1. And I made it all the way over here. So now I'm coming back over here.
awesome.
So, and I'm now over 50% on it. Um, and actually, I this teeny tiny bit of the cloud right here finished a page. So I did finish a page
Wow.
with the page. I'm not really focusing on finishing pages because this is such a small design that I'm just kind of, and I have it in Pattern Keeper that I'm just working across and not really trying to do it page by page, but that did finish a page. So
That's exciting. How many pages
yeah,
are in this one?
hmm,
How many?
it's it's over 42,000. So but I
That's a
just love
lot,
it.
but it's a mini.
Yes, it's a mini. It's a quick stitch actually.
Oh,
So
a
it's
quick stitch. Okay, yes.
and I think this is fun. I think what it's fun what it looks like on the back. So I'm just showing you what it looks like on the back. It kind of shows you my journey. You can tell where I was stitching it on the diagonal at the beginning, because you can kind of see where those lines
Uh-huh.
ran. So I don't know. I just think it's kind of fun to look at it that way every once in a while. I was stitching it on the diagonal, and then I was like, well, I'll just start stitching it across. So that's where it is.
Okay, I was poking around there because it was making me nuts. Um, the needle minder was by Ginger Stitch AU,
Oh, okay.
Australia, Ginger Stitch
Hmm.
Australia. And you can buy things directly from them, or you can buy things on Amazon if you're in the US.
Oh, cool.
Okay, my last one that I just pulled out last night is by Needlework Press, and it's In All Things Be Exceedingly Diligent. I love
Oh,
this thing.
mm-hmm.
There's going to be one change. This dark color, which I feel like really looks like dark brown. They did they have two others so far, and they said that they're all designed with the same colors. Well, when I get to
Mm-hmm.
this one, it's an over dye, and it is blacksmith blue.
Hmm.
So I will be changing and using, or I have already gotten things changed, and I'll be using these colors.
Okay.
So that way they all go together. And since I showed you that one, I might as well show you the third one, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, fun.
And I am stitching on a 32 count Delarna from Silkweaver in the colorway Golden Harvest. And that's where I
Ooh,
am. I have an alphabet done.
awesome.
Already last
That
night, I did UVW and half of X.
nice. That fabric is beautiful.
Yeah, that's what really got me. I just thought it was wonderful. So
Very
has a
cool.
lot of movement with it, but it's still a good neutral, and I think fits
Mhm.
the style of the sampler. So
Yeah, definitely.
okay, that was it for our whips.
That was it.
I
Good
feel like
whips
there
this
should be more, but
time.
that's okay. We got a lot done.
Right, right. Yeah. I feel like I made really good progress on everything. I'm
Hmm.
kind of at a point, just moving ourselves into plans where I always do this at the end of the year, and I'm not really sure why, but I kind of pick up on here are the chunk of whips that I either want to get finished or want to move along significantly before the end of the year. And then I kind of divide up how many stitches are left in the thing and figure out what I need to do. So I met my goals this week on stitching everything but Flying Pink Piggy. I didn't quite make it to my goal on that one. Uh, but I felt really good about my stitching this week.
Awesome. Um, I have today and tomorrow left on In All Things Be Diligent, and then I will work on Celtic Band Sampler. I don't have that in front of me, so I'm not going to tell you who the designer is. And then also Peace Band Sampler, which is heartstring samplery. So I'm excited about that. Um, I had my tiny decisions wheel made, and you know how you just get nutso and you think, no, I just have to know. So they're now all in here, and I know what order I'm stitching these in
Ah,
through, yeah, I can't get my pages apart, through the end of the month. So it's
nice.
kind of fun. I can get in and look and know what I'm going to be doing. I end with the 2008 mystery bonus sampler from Blackbird Designs.
Ooh,
But
exciting.
we're talking plans. Okay, when I am looking at these things, I'm just really excited about these projects.
Hmm.
So that kind of led me to what I think I need to do is to keep these together and pull. I don't know if I'll pull two more because I don't know if I'll do one in January, when we have just started, we've pulled together our Katie and I, our year of starts, we
Yeah.
did 22 for 22 is where it started.
Okay.
And so every year we build on that. And I may spend January just really working on all of those. But
Hmm.
my plan is to keep these together and pull one out and make it my focus for a whole month.
Oh, cool.
I want that 2017 mystery bonus sampler finished.
Yes.
And that's August. So I'll still have to do September, October, November. And
Hmm.
it's a lot of stitching, but I really want it done.
Yeah, for sure.
And just it's been so fun to look at these things. I'm excited to almost be finished with that one section at the bottom of the river because then I'm
Hmm.
to the verse and I'll be moving up and I'll be excited to work on that too. So,
Yeah, definitely. I've been trying to think just well, right now, like I said, I'm really gonna be pushing on Flying Pink Piggy. I want to finish the Schoolhouse Rock project before the end of the year. I want to finish Evening Stroll by Halloween, and I don't know, I'll probably mix in some fall and some Christmas stitching after that's done. Um, but I have a question for the people who watch us.
oh, okay.
So, um, I I feel like I maybe work stitch on a couple extra things just so that I have more whips to show. Um, Maybe not right now because these are our focus things, but like starting the next year, maybe I'll have like one um, work project, one big full coverage focus piece, and then another maybe focus piece for the month. Are you cool with less whips from me if I'm showing like big progress on things?
Hmm.
Because I know, you know, as a person who watches Flosstube on occasion, it's exciting to see all the things because you're like, whoa, look at all the things.
Yeah.
But it's also cool to see projects really move along and you kind of get invested in the process of them moving toward a finish. So I
Hmm.
just and and since we're, you know, two different people where you like to work on lots of things and then have like one big overarching focus, but you like to work on a lot of things in between, maybe we balance each other out. But this is just things that I'm thinking about as I try to plan my year. Like, is it okay? I like both things, but is it okay if I maybe focus a little bit more and just work on one or two things? Because sometimes I just feel like I don't have enough to show. And that's probably just me thinking that. So,
I'm thinking that I am not starting the two projects I had slated for this month
mhm,
because I'm picking up all of my samplers and I really um when I put in the 300 stitches a day on my focus piece on my life after death, I don't
mhm,
always have very much time to stitch after that.
right, right.
So I am down to two whips a day. Well, I do stitch on the one at school, which I left at school this week, so you didn't get to see. But it's seriously about 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week. So it's getting
Right.
less than an hour or right about an hour every week. And
Right.
I don't always have a great amount of progress on it, but I may switch it up at the end of the year and take something else to school with me
Hmm.
and work on it. We'll see. And then I know like we have projects we're starting next month.
Hmm.
We're going to switch and start the orange tree sampler this month, but I don't think you'll be too sad with me if I say let's wait until next month.
Nope, that'll be fun.
That's where I originally had it.
Hmm.
And I have another orange sampler I'm starting next month too. But
Okay.
I plan out my starts for the year. Katie and I have chosen to do a number of starts for the year that that match how many. I'm not saying this well, Keisha, that match how what the number is at the end. So like this year was
Hmm.
24. Next year,
Hmm.
we would do 25 starts. And
Hmm.
Keisha and I have determined that part of what we're starting next year will be things from BNS boxes.
Yes, yes, I'm
And
excited about that.
and that'll be fun. And I was thinking, I do have things that I want to start. Like, I know I want to start the owl that just came out in
Mm,
the box
yeah,
because he's just glorious.
yes,
And
yes.
I have other BNS pieces that I really want to start, but like the river is one of those. And I may just, the
Mhm.
month that I work on, I focus on that. That may be what I do, and I'll have other starts. We'll
Yeah, I think that'd be because I have some things from the BNS boxes that I've already started. That would be fun to like make a focus piece.
hmm
Um, so and yeah, we'll have to kind of work through all that because there are a couple of that I'm just like, ooh, I really want to start that one.
Okay, and here's a question for you. Are you a person who plan for our viewers?
Mhm.
Are you a person who plans your stitching? Do you have focus pieces? Like, are you going to choose a focus piece for the month or for the year? And do you plan starts or do you just kind of let them happen?
Mm,
One of our viewers said that they chose 5 focus pieces for the year, and they're
mhm.
on number 4 right now, and they think they'll finish it before the end of the year. So they'll only
That's
have
cool.
one left that they don't finish this year.
That's awesome.
So,
That's, I mean, it's really interesting to me to see how people approach cross stitching because I know for some people it's not a hobby. Some people do it as a job or on the side. Like we both stitch models that
mhm.
have deadlines that need to be done. But like hobby stitching, how do you approach that? Are you a person who really plans it, or do you just look at your pile and go, I like that one? Or are you a person who only works on one thing at a time, which I think is also really cool.
So we
So,
call that a screaming rotation. Whatever
oh,
screams the loudest
nice.
gets worked on. That's what
That's fun.
that's what we used to call it, a screaming rotation. So,
Hmm.
you either were focused or you did a screaming rotation. Whatever screams loudest gets worked on.
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
But yes, we both do have model stitching, and I feel like that makes us both a little more um planning driven, although
Hmm.
we're both pretty flexible with our plans.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and we're both really willing to say, I'm done with that plan. Let's move on.
Well, what makes me laugh is I feel like I have so much like I here are my numbers and I want to do this and I want to do this. And then you say, hey, can we start that thing on this day? Sure. I'll work it in.
Well, and we like I am working on Life After Death right now, and I started with, oh, I'm doing 185 stitches a day, and that'll have me finished by the end of the year. And
Mhm.
then, at some point I went nutso and decided, oh, hey, I want to work on Christmas pieces during December. So I want to back that up. So I'm going to finish by the end of November. And then I said, you know, really, I would like to get that finished by the end of October so that I can have 2 months to do whatever I want for the end of the year. And I kind of think we may end up getting some models that need to get stitched.
Mhm.
So I just want to get I know. So I just want to get things finished so that I have time to free up. But yeah.
Ah, stitching is so fun. Planning is so fun.
Yes. Planning makes Katie nuts, and she hates to
Mhm.
hear me talk about numbers and, how many stitches a day and all of that. And I'm like,
I love that.
yeah,
Maybe that's why we're such good friends.
yeah, there you go.
Let's talk
Okay.
about our
So
numbers together.
do you guys like numbers or does it make you nuts? Because Keisha
Yes.
and I definitely plan, and I've already decided that for next year I'm pulling out my little counter and all of my printed patterns that I don't have in Pattern Keeper. I'm going to count those. So
Mhm. Mm. God.
I may have to have another little pack of them so I have a counter in every project I work on.
There you go.
Then I wouldn't have to worry about it. But Do you think that we are just rambling now?
And I can't possibly even imagine our shenanigans.
So, until next time, there's really nothing else left to say except bye.
Have a good week.